Brian Rapp.
Testing 1, 2, Table Rock Sports, Ashland visiting Crater High. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster and Damian Idiart. We're coming to you live from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome again to the Lithia Superstore Game Night. It's powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Tonight we're featuring the traveling Ashland Grizzlies versus the hometown Crater Comets. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with our community business partners. Joe Brett is our executive producer for tonight's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. We also invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports and click on the red subscribe button. We'll let you know when games go live. Again, Jeff Lang with Jason and Damian. Glad to have you. Starting lineups, national anthem here momentarily. Jason, it's good to have you back. I know you had a week off.
Great to be back. I did tune in and watch the game in Springfield. You and Damian acquitted yourselves nicely as expected. Well done. And yeah, nice to be back here in Crater. Nice to be back up in the loft. What do we call this? The nest? Anyway, we're high above the court here at Crater High School, and it's good to be back here.
It is a good view. It's bright up here, light. We're a little ways away from the fans. We get to focus our thoughts. Starting lineups are being announced here for Ashland. Number 1, that's Crosby Lenertz. He's a junior at 6'4". He's joined in the backcourt by number 2, that's Izzy Golden. He's a senior at 5'11". Number 3, that's Silas Wright, a 6'7" senior, again wearing number 3, joined by number 10, that's Sean Thompson, a senior at 5'11". And then I missed rounding out the 5th starter there for the Grizzlies. I'll get that to you.
So we had 0, Sebastian Stowasser.
There we go, thank you. Stowasser's a senior, stands 6'0". Starters for Coach Brian Scott in his first year. Ashton Akery wearing number 4, a junior at 6 foot. Number 22, that's Ty DeLynn, a junior at 6'3". Number 32, Hunter Schweck, a senior at 6'5". Number 33, that's Joshua Rucker, a junior at 6'2", and rounding out the starting lineup for Coach Brian Scott, the senior, that's Marcus Idiart, wearing number 0 at 5'10".
So we may be foregoing the national anthem. This game is immediately following the Crater girls game against Ashland Grizzlies, and they had national anthem before then. The referees are sprinting out onto the court, so it looks like they're ready to go.
A little behind schedule. Tip was scheduled for 6:45. We're not too far off. 6:53 here officially at Crater High. A lot of remodeling going on here as of late. We've got an HVAC system or two up on the roof. We've got some restructured stabilization. We've got new locker rooms here. Students have gone and mostly played at Scenic Middle School and practiced there for some time. Tip is won by the Grizzlies.
So, Jeff, a couple of key matchups I'm looking for. That's one of them right there. I want to see what Silas Wright at 6'7", what he's going to be able to do. He's quite a bit taller than any of the Crater Comets, and you see he's being guarded by 6 foot Josh Rucker. And we saw what he did the first time. Ashton Akery driving to the right, but Silas Wright's first shot at the elbow was off. The other matchup I want to watch really closely here, Jeff, is Marcus Idiart and Izzy Golden. Izzy Golden, the team leader for these Ashland Grizzlies, and how well Marcus defends him could very well dictate how this game ends.
Nice move up and under by Akery. The junior works his way to the left baseline and goes back up with his right. We were talking about that the other night, Damian, about the lefty, how he goes left to right, an interesting finish.
He must have been listening to you guys, Jeff, because he showed just the opposite on that play, didn't he?
That's right. It's a 3 right in front of the Crater student body by Ira Nogues. First foul on the Grizzlies. That's number 10, Sean Thompson. He picks up his first. Ball stolen away by Izzy Golden. He'll bring it up the right side here hounded by Idiart.
So I like what I'm seeing. Again, if Marcus stays in front of Izzy Golden and Golden doesn't get him on his hip, then he's going to be able to defend him well tonight. If he keeps Izzy Golden in the 10 points to 15-point range, then that's going to be a good thing for the Crater Comets and something that they really need out of their senior leader.
Man-to-man defense here by the Grizzlies in their powder blue, trimmed in red. Comets in home white. Of course, with the bright orange, too much contact on the ground on Idiart.
So that's Silas Wright picking up his first foul. Silas Wright, Jeff, at 6'7". He's not alone at 6'7". Another senior in Reed Barnard is on the bench waiting to spell him. So no lack of depth for the Grizzlies in the height category.
Acree picked up by Stolwalser. Over to Idiart. Here's Rucker in the corner. Now Ty DeLynn in front of Coach Sam Osowski in his 7th year with the Grizzlies. DeLynn up off the back iron, battle for the board. Too much body by Rucker on Wright. Again, who's got a 6 to 7 inch height advantage against Rucker. First foul on the Comets. Rucker with his first. Stolwasser. A little bit of backcourt pressure by the Comets.
Yep, you're seeing this familiar three-quarter court trap from the Comets.
Here's Nogues at the top of the key. Now right up and in. So two 3-pointers for Coach Sam Osowski. One by Nogues and one by Silas Wright. A good start for them.
Josh Rucker picking up a very important, crucial second foul early in this first quarter, Jeff.
2 fouls now on Rucker in subsequent possessions. Players got a little excited and inbounded the play ball on their own accord. Back in COVID, that would have been okay.
Yep. If the referees just touched it or kicked it at them or something like that. So, Jeff, these teams are familiar with each other. You might recall this is actually a matchup of the – wow. Oh, that's right. Cody Duckowitz was trying to get a substitution during all of that time and never did get in the game. So, still working this out. But what I was going to say is this is a rematch of the Consolation Championship last year. The 4-6 game, Crater ended up prevailing and took 4th. Ashland ended up taking 6th. But both teams split their games during the season. So well-matched teams, kind of maybe a rivalry brewing between these two.
Absolutely. Stolen away by Ty DeLynn in the hands of Idiart. Back to DeLynn, goes through, rebound, kicks it. Here's Duckowitz all alone, top of the key, comes up short. That's a rebound by Nogues, the senior at 6'1". 6'2" early on, 3 minutes gone first quarter. Stolwalser picks up his dribble. Nogues now at the top of the key, guarded by Schwenk. Stolwalser down to Silas Wright. Big height advantage here, turns around. Easy basket for Wright. He looks a lot more mature than what he did last year, and that's what happens in high school basketball, of course.
Silas Wright played some competitive ball during the summer, and I think he's just one of those gym rats, Jeff. He worked a lot on his game. He traveled, and it shows. You know, he came out, nailed a 3 right away, and then hit that nifty little jump hook.
Third team foul on the Grizzlies as Izzy Golden picks up his first foul of the night. Double team against Acree. They take it away. Back into the hands of Ty DeLynn, who swept in front of Sean Thompson, stole it away for 2 points from Ty DeLynn. Very
crafty of DeLynn there. As soon as he saw the steal on the baseline, he started making his move to intercept that pass, Jeff. DeLynn's a very heady player, and he's got long arms.
Nogues up and no good. Rebounded by Ashland for another possession. Back in his hands, top of the key, guarded by Acree. Schwenk now covering Stolwalser. Big backboard cut by Golden. Great pass by Wright. Another 2 for the Grizzlies. 10-4 here, 3:30 left, first quarter. Failed to mention that Duckowitz is checked into the game. That's Cody Duckowitz, number 20 for the Comets, as Acree has his hand at a 3, no go, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Rucker down, sitting with 2 fouls here, early first quarter. Nogales, so easy.
Yeah, I think, Jeff, that's got to be a point of emphasis for the Crater Comets. Their help defense when they get beat on the perimeter like that has been a little lacking this year. I think, those offside players just have to be a little more aware that if one of the perimeter players gets beat, they've got to have a foot in the key.
I think Ty Delenn maybe thought he had a height advantage, can block that shot, but maybe now, after the fact, a better idea would have slide his feet and cut off Nogales there. But nonetheless, a 2-point play for the Grizzlies as he misses his free throw. Delenn now up the right side, looks for help, finds Duckowitz in the middle, and he'll have 2 away. And nice eyes by Delenn.
Yep, great pass, good cut by Duckowitz too to recognize that open lane, Jeff.
Duckowitz with 2, Delenn with 2, and Acree with 2 for the Comets. Stolwalser out top of the key. Boy, they wear the top of the key out in this offense, don't they?
They do. And both the Crater defenders out there, Acree and Idiart, have been, I think, defending those point guards really well, keeping them from getting a good look at the court.
That's Azur McNamara who took that long 3. He's checked into the game. Speaking of a long 3, Ty Delenn comes up about a foot short on that one. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, 12-6, 2:15 left first quarter. Ashton Acree with his first foul.
So Silas Wright is checked out of the game for the first time, I think, so far tonight. The Comets might have a little bit of a height advantage here, Jeff. See if that changes their approach offensively.
Into the game for the Comets, sophomore Kyle Biddle wearing number 15. Also sophomore Ben Higginson wearing number 11. Shot up and good by Izzy Golden for 3. So Golden with 5, Wright with 5, Nogues with 5 as well, to total 15 for the Grizz. Duckowitz has a clean look, comes up a foot short, batted around by Biddle, off of the shin of Lenertz. 15-6 here, a minute 30, first quarter. The Grizz drop back in a zone, but they'll pick up, it looks like, after this, having trouble inbounding it right into the hands of Stolwalser. Biddle had nowhere to go, lack of movement on that inbounds play for the Comets.
I think that Ashland, they showed a man at the start of that, Jeff, and I think that it set Crater up for their inbounds play, expecting a man defense, and then as soon as the referee handed the ball to Kyle Biddle, they dropped into that 2-3 zone. I think it just kind of messed with Crater's game plan.
Golden has Acree. Here's McNamara over Biddle. No good. Rebounded by Duckowitz. He'll hand it off to Delenn. Under a minute left here, first quarter. 15-6 Grizzly. Delenn forces it in. Too much contact by McNamara on the floor.
Really impressed with Ashland's game plan. They are executing it.
They are indeed. And shooting the 3 ball really well. Idiart is in for Acree. 51 seconds.
I agree, Damien. So far I've seen it. They just wear out the top of the key, and that's what they use as the access point so far for back doors or just wing passes or shots.
Yeah, you just got to love it when a team is patient and does what they're supposed to.
Ty Delenn is off on that 3-point shot to the left. Biddle goes up for the offensive rebound, and too much body on the sophomore. First foul for Kyle Biddle.
This is actually the kind of game I would like to see Crater come out and play one quarter, like on the first quarter. They always seem to be a comeback team. I'd like to see them start strong like this in their first quarter where they execute their plan.
Yeah, last week it was kind of that second quarter, huge second quarter, and then typically they've played a really good third quarter. And Ashland, for those who were watching, they beat Thurston last Friday. And that was with an Izzy Golden kind of last-second three-point shot. Huge offensive rebound there for Crosby Leonards.
Nice defense.
5 seconds left here. That's Nogales. He'll get it to Izzy Golden. Last-second shot is up. No rim, but a good 2 possessions for the Grizzlies. And a nice quarter for them. On the John L. Scott scoreboard here on Table Rock Sports. The Ashland Grizzlies 15, Crater Comets 6.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to Crater High School. Ashland Grizzlies have a really good first quarter. Sam Osowski, the 7th-year coach, has to be super pleased with that. They played a very difficult schedule thus far, Jason. So far, they are, of course, 6-6, ranked 14th in state, but a tough schedule.
Right. They have played a tough schedule, and that's going to pay off for them when they're playing against this Midwestern League team, the Comets. And they, like I said, they got their first game against Thurston, their opening Midwestern League game, and I think that the Ashland Grizzlies could make a run up in Corvallis this year. We'll see how it shakes out for them, but I'm not discounting these Comets either. Let's see if this is the quarter that Damien was talking about. They are kind of the comeback Comets where they run a little hot and cold, and if they can turn a good quarter in right now, we got a ball game still.
They're going to have to shoot a little bit better. Everything for every player is short. Free throws, three-pointers alike, all about a foot short.
Correct. Wonder if it was leg week this week in the Crater weight room.
That or a little bit of anxiety would work with me. I'm
maybe
not sure.
So.
Maybe both. But Duckwitz gets 1 of 2 on the drive. So third point for Cody as he steals that away, and he's on a breakaway now all alone. Actually not alone. Some conversation underneath the hoop between the Grizzlies and the Comets.
I'd like to see some bad lip reading on that one.
Crosby Leonards went up and blocked that. Of course, there was contact.
It was an impressive block.
Yeah. But you get too much body, and that's a foul and a couple free throws. But they look like they're having a little bit of fun with each other.
Indeed.
Right back where he was. Cody Duckwitz for 2 more here. Again, a foot short.
The ball hitting the exact same front part of the rim.
Right. Sean Thompson picks up the foul. That's his second. He's going to have a seat here on the bench. Into the game, number 15. That's Jason Hermoges.
I'll go with that till somebody corrects us.
Yeah. Duckowitz, same thing, 1 of 2, so his 4th point on the evening, 15-8, 7.5 left second quarter. Stonewalls are picked up by Ben Higginson. Leonards misses a shot into the hands of Ty Delenn. He's going to bring it up.
Nice
4
pass.
Grizzlies around. Nice pass up to Rucker. He misses the layup. Was bothered by Wright.
Silas Wright just right on top of that, and it might have forced Rucker to maybe shoot that ball a little quicker than he wanted to.
Really poor shooting percentage here in the first 8-9 minutes of the game for Coach Brian Scott. We know that'll turn around. They're in their home gym. Of course, they haven't got a lot of time to come in and practice shooting.
Doesn't feel like a home gym.
No,
they've spent most of their practices at Scenic Middle School. And it does look like with that Stowasser miss, the three-point shooting percentage of the Ashland Grizzlies is settling back down to earth, too.
a lot of contact there by Golden on Idiard. He gets up the left-handed shot, but no good. Again, ice cold for the Comets here to start. 15-8 Grizzlies. Silas Wright, one dribble, guarded by Rucker, who has two.
Yeah, Wright should have taken Rucker to the basket on that one. He would have picked
Here
up his
he is.
third
He's
foul.
got another chance, Damien. Let's see if he forces the issue.
Yeah, he's listening to Damien. Oh, Duckwitz going for those steals.
Here's Wright with a three-pointer right in front of us. Rucker couldn't do anything other than put a hand up. Second three-pointer for Wright.
It's tough when you got a 6'7" guy that can shoot like that, huh?
6th, 7th, and 8th point for Wright. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Here's Lenertz.
Our shots aren't even close. That's the thing. I was like, there's some kind of a cover on the basket, but we're not even getting it close to the cylinder.
It is a real struggle right now, and if I'm the Comets, I want to get some inside buckets and see the ball go through the basket before I cast any more threes.
Or get to that free throw line
Marcus
a little bit
Idiart's
more.
listening.
Idiart on the miss. Grizzlies push. Nobody cuts off the dribbler. Incredible shot by number 15. That's Jaden Hermogenes.
He just wanted to hear Jeff pronounce his name again.
Yes, I'm going to work on that. Coach Brian Scott's seen enough. He wants a timeout. We're going to do the same here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's the Comets 8, the Grizzlies 20.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish.
And we're back, 30-second timeout to get regrouped for Coach Brian Scott. 11 minutes gone in this game. Comets have 8 points, 3 field goals and a couple free throws, and a whole lot of misses. Kyle Buddy, one dribble and a shot comes up short. Rebounded by who? Cody Duckowitz.
Duckowitz climbed the ladder for that rebound. Nice recognition. He's on the back side. The shot's coming from that short corner, and if it's going to miss, more likely than not, it's going to go far on the far side. And Duckowitz recognized that. See if he can keep this one from hitting the front side of the rim. He sure makes his second shot. There he goes. He's sighted in now. Duckowitz is.
He learned. Cody was his second. That gives Cody, I think, 6 points on the evening here.
Wow. We got a lane violation down here on McNamara.
Boy, for a team that's struggling, that's the last thing you want to do is just hand the ball over. And we haven't seen a whole lot of turnovers tonight by the Grizzlies.
There have not been. Craters only 4 points. There's the first field goal of the second quarter, Jeff.
Hunter Schwenk with a nice inlet pass, but here's the Grizzlies right back, and that's going to be Rucker with his third. But nice inbounds pass to Hunter Schwenk, who pulled up from 5 and hit it. Nice shot.
Indeed. I was about to say, other than that, in the first 4 minutes of this quarter, all Crater had was the 4 free throws from Cody Duckowitz. McNamara at the line.
Look at that rotation. He's shot some free throws in his life as McNamara, so he's got 2. Again, the foul's on Josh Rucker. The junior now has 3 fouls. And he'll ride the bench here with Coach Scott for the rest of the second quarter, you would imagine.
Rucker's an important aspect of this team. We've talked about it a little bit before, but you know I'm a fan of the offensive rebound. I think that's a statistic that dictates a lot of wins and losses, and Josh Rucker is a good offensive rebounder. Ty DeLynn, a good passer. He recognized Duckowitz cutting on the baseline there.
Too much body on the baseline as Acree drives, and that's the 7th foul, Jason, on the Grizzlies. So a lot of time left, 4:12 second quarter. Comets may work their way into the free throw line a lot, and that may be just what they need.
Can be what they need. These Comets have struggled with their free throws at times. Just maybe a little streaky with them, but if the Grizzlies are in foul trouble like they are, making those free throws are vital.
Turnover here on the Grizzlies, picked up by Duckowitz as a double team by DeLynn and Biddle. Duckowitz up and in for 2. Coach Brian Scott super glad that Duckowitz has showed up. Back on the other end, that's McNamara before we can even notate the score. So a quick 2 and a quick 2. 23-14, 3:40 left second quarter. Ty DeLynn from about 23, tipped out by Stowalser.
That was an ill-advised shot.
I'm just firing off a number on that, by the way. And when I say 23, would you be all right with that?
I'm going to say 24.
Yeah, I agree.
That was deep. DeLynn's got range.
Inbounds by Acree out to DeLynn near half court. Here's Acree on the far side. Nice pass to Schwenk. Too much contact. He powers up, peels 2 Grizzlies off of him, and puts in 2 points for Schwenk. He now has 4. Golden.
Yes.
Stolen away by Biddle. Biddle up to Acree. Acree to DeLynn, an easy 2. Nice steal by Biddle to lead that break. 23-18, 3 minutes left.
Great defense here from the Crater Comets. Oh, and just as I said it, Ty DeLynn got a little too excited with his hands, his long arms. He got in there and drew another foul, which really stifled that run.
So that'll put Stowalser at the line. That's the 7th team foul on the Comets. First on Ty DeLynn. Nice little run by the Comets.
Stowalser's first point of the evening at the free throw line.
Plenty of experience last year for Stowalser on that 6th place team, the team that traveled, as Jason mentioned, up to Corvallis. Went 1-2. And brought home a 6th place.
Interestingly, Jeff, these teams last year, they each beat each other at their own court, at their own home court. Kyle Biddle with a huge 3.
Officially, they think they're going to give him 2 on that, Jason.
Okay.
I think he had
Put
his
a
right
toe
foot
on the
line. Yeah. Aggressive pressure by the Comets as they have Stowalser trapped. He just flips it. There's Biddle. He grabs it at half court and secures it. Now in the hands of DeLynn. A lot of body by Stowalser. DeLynn now pushing him off. Looking for help. Here's Acree going to drive baseline. And that's a block on Golden.
It was good recognition, I thought, by Acree, Jeff, to recognize there was the double team going on against DeLynn. And I think he kind of had his man baseline, and I don't think Golden could do much other than kind of draw that block or let him get that easy layup. So
Acree back at the free throw line. missed off to the side on his first attempt tonight. See if he can narrow in. He can.
And we do have a ball game here, 21-24, Jeff, with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Acree up and good for his second shot. 2 free throws for Ashton. 4 points total. 24-22 Grizzly here. 2:22 left second quarter. Stowalser now. Thompson is checked back in for the Grizzlies, as has Nogues. Here's McNamara with his left hand.
Is that you that called that, Damien?
I think he heard me all the way from here, yeah.
I heard it. I didn't know where it came from. Damien saw that travel early.
The message from God I heard travel somewhere.
That's what I thought. I just heard it in my head for a second. Great call.
So the announcers jinx. We talked about no turnovers for the Grizzlies, and now just a plethora of them. Biddle now out front. Picked up by Lenertz. Dukowitz has way too much contact. Biddle's on the ground.
Nice
He'll recover it.
Kyle
Schlenk will give it to DeLynn. DeLynn on the right side under the basket. Here's Acree. Pulls up from the elbow. Too short. Biddle tips it, and he was over the back.
Yep. Good call.
I thought that was, Jeff, some of the best passing I've seen from this year's Crater Comets team. They really moved the ball around well. Nobody held onto the ball for a long time, and everybody was moving. They were cutting. Like to see that kind of ball movement. I think this Comets team could be tough if they move and pass the ball like that. And I thought it ended with a good shot there, that elbow shot, jump shot from Acree. I think that's a shot that Crater would take all day.
No good by Nogues on the free throw. DeLynn's going to bring it all the way up and in for 2. Ties it up, 24 apiece with 1.5 minutes here. Second quarter, Comets have come alive. Here's Lenertz asking for help in the backcourt, picked up by Biddle with 2 fouls. Stowalser.
Nice.
Errant pass goes in the hand to Biddle. Biddle quickly up to Dukowitz. Pops. Blocked by Lenertz. Recovered by Dukowitz. Here's Biddle, drives baseline. Stutter step, goes up for 2. Spark plug tonight by Kyle Biddle.
Biddle is really turning it on, Jeff. Rebounds, steals, defense. And then the little bucket.
40 seconds left here. Comets with their first lead of the evening.
I'd love to be able to see Kyle's face. He naturally has one of the biggest smiles out there.
He's a happy kid.
Ear to ear right now.
Thompson on the miss. DeLynn cleans up the rebound. 24 seconds left. Acree goes in, forces it, misses it.
Coach Scott, he tries to get last shots with his team and just doesn't do a very good job of getting them. I'm not blaming Coach Scott. I'm just saying I don't think the team maybe practices those situations.
Thompson with an errant shot as we move to halftime. What a second quarter for Coach Brian Scott and the Comets. What a first quarter for Coach Sam Osofsky and the Grizzlies. We got a good one here. Please stay tuned for the Medford Parks and Rec halftime show. It's 26-24 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back here on Table Rock Sports.
It's the first of the month, and that means it's time for a new episode of Traffic Safety First. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and today we are going to discuss merging. This one is at the request of a Facebook follower, Michelle. You asked us to cover it, and we're happy to spread the word. This traffic law actually comes from one of the more simply stated Oregon revised statutes. ORS 811.285 for failure of merging driver to yield right-of-way states, a person commits the offense of failure of a merging driver to yield the right-of-way if the person is operating a vehicle that is entering a freeway or other arterial highway where an acceleration or merging lane is provided for the operator's use and the operator does not look out for and give right-of-way to vehicles on the freeway or other arterial highway. More simply put, this means if you are a driver trying to merge, you must let the drivers go first who are already in the lanes of traffic you are trying to merge into. It is not the job of drivers already on a freeway or highway to yield to mergers. Failure to abide by this traffic law could result in the driver receiving a Class B traffic violation, which carries a minimum fine of $265. And that sums up our episode over merging. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in October for another new episode. It's the first of the month, and that means it's time for a new episode of Traffic Safety First. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and today we are going to discuss merging. This one is at the request of a Facebook follower, Michelle. You asked us to cover it, and we're happy to spread the word. This traffic law actually comes from one of the more simply stated Oregon revised statutes. ORS 811.285 for failure of merging driver to yield right-of-way states, a person commits the offense of failure of a merging driver to yield the right-of-way if the person is operating a vehicle that is entering a freeway or other arterial highway where an acceleration or merging lane is provided for the operator's use and the operator does not look out for and give right-of-way to vehicles on the freeway or other arterial highway. More simply put, this means if you are a driver trying to merge, you must let the drivers go first who are already in the lanes of traffic you are trying to merge into. It is not the job of drivers already on a freeway or highway to yield to mergers. Failure to abide by this traffic law could result in the driver receiving a Class B traffic violation, which carries a minimum fine of $265. And that sums up our episode over merging. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in October for another new episode. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and this is Traffic Safety First. Today we're going to cover a traffic issue that is a common cause of motor vehicle crashes, following too closely. Let's go. Following too closely is covered in ORS 811.485, and violation of this statute constitutes a Class B traffic violation, which carries a fine of $265. But what does following too closely mean? Although the statute itself is pretty self-explanatory, it specifically means driving a motor vehicle so as to follow another vehicle more closely than is reasonable and prudent, while taking into account the speed of other traffic and conditions of the road. It also specifies that trucks, commercial buses, or other motor vehicles towing another vehicle must specifically provide enough space between themselves and another such vehicle, so an overtaking vehicle may enter and occupy the space without danger. The same condition applies when vehicles are driving in a motorcade or a caravan. Now that we know what the law states, what's a good rule of thumb to go by to ensure you're driving far enough behind the person in front of you? It's a little difficult to have something that applies to everyone, since all cars and drivers are different. However, you should ensure you have enough time to react and get your vehicle to stop without hitting the vehicle in front of you, should that driver have to stop suddenly for any reason. Something to keep in mind is if you're going about 25 miles an hour, you'll want to keep at least 1.5 car lengths between you and the vehicle in front of you. Driving closer than that will likely not give you enough reaction time to prevent a collision. Thanks for watching this episode on Following Too Closely. We'll be back next month with another new episode.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Hey, welcome back here to Crater High School. We got about 4 minutes left to tip. We're at halftime, not a tip, but we're at halftime here, the Crater boys. A good one indeed by 26-24 in favor of the Comets. A big comeback from the Comets team here in the second quarter. I'm with a couple players here of Coach Scott's Dipple. A couple sophomores. I've got Sage Winslow and Addison Dipple. How are you doing? Good?
Good.
Glad that you're here. You guys had a win earlier tonight against the Ashland Grizzlies, right?
Yes.
We also called your game this past Friday night up in Eugene against the Springfield. And tough team up there. Really good game. It was a tale of different quarters.
Yeah.
But before we get into that game, can you just talk a little bit about tonight's game? What was Coach Dipple asking in regards to before the game started?
Before the game started, he was just saying to start with a lot of energy and start with a lot of pressure, so we always start good and fast.
That's right. You guys do a lot of full court pressure, right? To push the pace, don't you?
It helps us translate into offense, I think.
You're both guards, yes? I'm sorry I cut you off.
It's okay. I was just going to say at halftime he was talking about how we need to get our team assists up.
Yeah.
And we were working on assisting others instead of just taking it for ourselves.
Passing the ball a lot, yeah. So against Springfield this past Friday night, again, I kind of felt you guys won 3 of the 4 quarters.
We did.
And it was that third quarter that kind of did you in. Was it a 19-0 run by the Millers?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's tough. In high school basketball, it's tough. Teams will have run. They had a couple of really good players, didn't they?
They do. They have a lot of really good players.
Their sisters were guards as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you have a sister on the team as well, right?
I do, Abby, yeah.
That's right. She's a little older.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She's a junior.
All right. Addison, so you go to Crater High. You're a sophomore. Which of the high schools are you in?
I'm in Biz.
You're in Biz, all right. Do you have a favorite teacher you want to shout out to there? No pressure here, but...
Brianna Lee and Mike Rogan are my favorites.
All right, I've heard those names before, both great educators.
Yeah.
And which school do you go to, Sage?
I also go to Biz.
All right, a couple favorite teachers?
I like Mr. Martin. He's one of the boys' basketball coaches, but he's pretty funny.
Okay, yeah. Is he the assistant coach?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he taught here, so that's outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys do additional sports here at Crater High, Addison?
Yeah, I play soccer and I also run in track.
Play soccer and you run track. Events that you do, I think I've seen you run relays, so you're a sprinter probably.
I'm a sprinter, yeah.
Yeah, 100, 200, and 4x1?
Yeah.
4x4?
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Sage? Any other sports you do?
Yeah, track.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
And what events do you do?
200, 400, and some relays.
Oh, it's a couple fast sprinters here. We've got. So can you talk a little bit about your expectations this year? Again, you're both young. You're in your sophomore year. You've been with the program for a year prior. But what are you expecting from the young Comets team this year?
Well, as for the year, Scott was saying how he wants us to really focus on team assists and team rebounds, and there was stats and stuff that shows when we execute in those 2 categories and get more in those categories than the other team, we usually are winning. So we've been focusing on that and just taking it one game at a time, trying to get as far as we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Same, Addison. You're going absolutely same.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are our players of the game. So they're both sophomores. You're going to see a lot more of them here on Table Rock Sports this year during the girls broadcasting. But Sage Winslow and Addison Dipple, thanks for coming up.
Okay, thank
Take
you.
care.
Yeah, thank
we'll see
you.
you Friday night.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice job. We're back at it right now, Jeff. No rest for the weary here, Jason.
Indeed. Nice interview, by the way. So throwing a little first half stats at you. Cody Duckowitz led the Comets with 8 points last quarter or last half, and Silas Wright led the Grizzlies with 8 points in that first half. So the two big men, the big scorers for both teams. Cody Duckowitz, Jeff, continuing right where he left off in the first half with that tenacious D.
Same starters for Coach Sam Osowski. A couple different starters here in the third quarter. Kyle Biddle, the sophomore, gets the start, as well as Cody Duckowitz, the junior. Stolen away by Schwenk. Up to DeLynn now. He's covered by two Grizzlies. He'll come in, try to dump it off to Duckowitz, tipped out by Stowalser.
You know, Jeff, I made this comment about Coach Scott in the last game that you and I called, where I said I thought he was a good game planning coach. And, you know, he had this team in here that made that nice run. Cody Duckowitz with the big block and a little chatter afterwards. But what I was about to say about Coach Scott is that he's sticking with this team that had the nice comeback in the last half and continuing that with Ashton Acree's layup.
Biddle with the rebound on the defensive up to DeLynn and an assist into Acree with the 2 points. The left-hander kisses it off the glass for the first two here in the second half. Nogueas is off, brought in by DeLynn. He's going to slow this down just a hair, get some instructions from Coach Scott and the Crater bench. Biddle, top of the key, works right. Looks to pass. No, he has a shot in the middle. That's gorgeous.
That looked like his dad, Ryan Biddle. He loves that kind of pivot to the left, come back to the right. DeLynn all the way across the court for that attempted steal. I was going to say that Kyle looked like his older brother Nate, but that would have been about a foot higher on the release. But still a really nice move in the key for Kyle Biddle.
Comets still in a man-to-man. Biddle here on Stowalser. 30-24 favor of the Comets. That's a nice drive in there by number 10. That's Sean Thompson. He'll get that to go. Boy, the Grizzlies sure needed that. It had been a while since they've had a field goal. Acree to Schwenk. They whip it around. Duckowitz. Now Biddle in the corner with a jab step. He'll work his way right. A lot of body. Gets an open shot for Schwenk. Nice rotation. Comes up short. Rebounded by DeLynn. Comes up short as well.
Again, offensive rebounds, Jeff. Ty DeLynn using his length. And again, I think for offensive rebounds, the guy who's moving is the guy who's going to get the rebound. Speaking of offensive rebounds, here comes Josh Rucker right now. Rucker, of course, playing with 3 fouls, so he's got to be a little more judicious. He can't slack off, but he's got to be judicious about his defense.
Rucker kicks it out to DeLynn. He misses that. He fights baseline again. He'll find Rucker. Uses his body or his backside to push off Thompson, but kisses that off the glass. Stowalser all alone, just hounded by Biddle in the backcourt. A lot of effort here by the sophomore into Thompson. Pump fake up with one hand. It's going to come off. There's DeLynn. Grizzlies out of sorts.
Kyle's playing out of his mind.
You know, it really is. This defense is just stifling the defense of the Crater Comets, and it's really causing problems for these Grizzlies.
Here's Biddle. He's looking for a little bit of help. Rucker now at the top of the key. Duckowitz with a pump fake. Drives left.
Giving that one up.
Cody, I think, wanted to go in front of the rim and then tried to go in back of the rim and just didn't have enough air to get there.
Too much hands by Duckowitz on Stowalser. Second team foul here in the third quarter. No, Spencer Higginson's a little too fast. That is the first foul. First foul as well on Cody Duckowitz. We'll reset it. 4 minutes left here, third quarter. Midwestern League action. Stowalser, a rare three. Off the back iron. A lot of body from Stowalser on Duckowitz. Rucker battling for it. Saves it in bounds.
That was Josh Rucker just kept going after the ball. I love to see that.
I thought we were going to put those new pads under the hoop to use. But Josh stopped before, caught his balance. Here's Wright. He has it down on the block. Nice save by Sean Thompson.
I think Marcus should have stayed home on Golden on that rather than going down to try and retrieve that ball as Thompson was going out of bounds.
Big shot by
Izzy Golden, a very good shooter.
32-29 favor the Comets. Things are heating up here at Crater High. Student section is involved, batted by Duckowitz. Thompson now. Golden back to Nogues. Long three-point shot. Comes up short. Biddle, chairman of the boards tonight.
Take that shot all night long.
Coach Brian Scott wants a 30-second timeout. Frenetic pace here. We're going to do the same. 32-29 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
30-second timeout there, the first for the Comets. 2:38 left here in the third quarter. Midwestern League action. Other games going on tonight. We've got the Thurston Colts visiting the Churchill Lancers, and Springfield Millers are at the North Eugene Highlanders.
So some good games going on up in Eugene right now. Jeff, and speaking of the Eugene teams, I wanted to just mention a podcast I've listened to a couple of times. It's really good. It's from Brian Rathbone of the Bend Bulletin and Jackson Noggle of Preps Hoops Oregon. And they talk 5A Oregon basketball. They're very familiar with these teams, kind of what's going on in the league. Great pass from DeLynn into Schwenk. But I wanted, if anybody who's interested in learning a little bit more about what's going on around the league in 5A basketball, specifically Midwestern League, tune into the main event, Oregon's 5A basketball podcast on SoundCloud and YouTube. It's a great listen.
Stolen away by the Comets, but the handle is lost by Acree, and it ends up in a foul against the Comets, back into the hands of the Grizzlies. Sounds like a great podcast, Jason. I travel a lot, so I'm all in on that.
Yep, it is worth listening to. If you're on the road and you're interested in 5A hoops, those guys know what they're talking about, and they do a really nice job on the podcast.
Golden to Lenertz, back to Golden. Here's Wright now, picked up by Schwenk. Forearm against Schwenk's chest. Lenertz assesses the situation. Back to Wright. He's going to throw it up. He's got two already, and he gets it. His third three of the night, so the big man can shoot.
Silas Wright is a knockdown shooter, and I did not know about that on the scouting report from him.
3 of 4 tonight from behind the arc for Silas. DeLynn out to Schwenk. Good rotation.
Schwenk's got a nice looking shot.
Yeah, just off to the left. Rebound by the sophomore Higginson, gets the Comets another chance. Ty DeLynn's going to come up a foot short. Big pass down to Lenertz. See if he can save it. He does to Golden. He'll go up quickly, and he's going to get 2 points. 34-34 all of a sudden here at Crater High. Don't go anywhere. Schwenk to Acree. Acree assesses, back to Schwenk.
See if Crater plays for the last shot here. They're right in front of Coach Scott, so if he wants them to now, they're not going to be able to say they didn't hear him.
I would listen to Coach Scott, would you?
Indeed, I do listen to Coach Scott. Coach Asofsky is absolutely beside himself right now, Jeff.
They had a foul to give. It's all right.
The call's it's a little different from the first half where there was a lot more contact, but Golden, that's an important foul. He picks up his third, and a cheapie at that.
It is. It was.
Biddle set to check back in here. Again, 15 seconds left, third quarter, 34-34. A high screen. DeLynn stays with the double team, or they stay with him. Into Schwenk. Schwenk gets the look. Up and in. They found something there in Schwenk. Here's Golden with a long shot off the iron. And that does it for the third quarter. Boy, on the John L. Scott scoreboard, do not go anywhere. Comets 36, Grizzlies 34.
You an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Hey, we're back here at Crater High School, and we're super glad that you're with us. We've got a Donnybrook here in the Midwestern League to start things out. Both teams coming in 1-0 in league. Overall, the Comets sit at 10-3. The Grizzlies are at 6-6. Arguably, you could say that they played a bit tougher schedule early on. They traveled down to Nevada for a tournament just after Thanksgiving. But these teams are in the upper echelon here of the Midwestern League. We've got a good fourth quarter ahead. We're glad you're with us here on Table Rock Sports.
I've been watching a little interesting drama over in the corner. The drummer's been playing a little bit, and ref Mike doesn't like it because he's playing a little bit past the time he's supposed to. So he's sent over.
That's what I just saw. I just saw the official talking to interim athletic director Dave Hurd, and Hurd is having a discussion with the band right now. Good call, Damien.
Way to go, band.
I was curious when I saw the official talking to him. I thought he was pointing over at the Grizzly bench.
Interesting happening during that discussion. Izzy Golden picked up his fourth foul there, gentlemen. So
that could come into play later.
Stolwalser here up to Nogues. Nogues calmly shoots it, but short. Biddle down with the rebound.
Kyle Biddle with those rebounds.
All those are possessions, fellas.
That's exactly right.
Very important. Acree works his way around right, finds his way into the middle. Crowd wants to travel.
Timeout?
Coach Scott called the timeout before the travel.
See if this is a 30-second
Coach
variety or a full.
Not happy.
That's a full timeout, so we are going to break away. 36-34 favor of the Comets. We'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale price. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation?
Back here at Crater High School after that full timeout. Nice pass into DeLynn. Comes up short and rebounded by DeLynn. A lot of contact from Silas Wright. Silas finally takes it away. But
DeLynn takes it back.
Takes it back. Nogues gets it and an over.
He did.
Did you see that?
That was Leonard's. He got the ball, and his forward progression brought him back over into the backcourt.
What a crazy
was.
Set of events there. My heavens. Nobody wanted the ball, but everybody did. 36-34.
I'm going to say I really liked that inbounds play. DeLynn inbounds it to Schwenk, really quick back to him. He had a couple of nice looks.
Smart basketball.
Indeed.
DeLynn, a high pick and roll from Duckowitz. He's going to get an open shot. Flying in
Rebound.
is Schwenk. Can't get it to go over right. Battled for. Law and Nogues grabs it.
So the Comets have had 3 really good looks at the basket from point blank, but haven't gotten them. Still in the lead, 36-34. Silas Wright pulls up from the free throw line. That's a pure shot, Jeff. Silas Wright is not overly athletic, but he is long, and he's got a nice-looking shot.
They got to contest that, though. They got to get a hand up.
Ties it up at 36. Here's Nogues. He's going to go up and in over DeLynn. The Grizzlies come roaring back to take the lead by 2. 6 minutes left here, fourth quarter. Now the Ashland crowd starts to spill up. A lot of contact. Biddle will draw the foul against Nogues. Unlike the first half, less fouls here. Just the third team foul on the Grizzlies. Comets only have 2. 5:55 left, fourth quarter.
And I would make the argument, Jeff, that the defense has actually been tighter in this half than it was in the first half. Biddle getting the ball way deep in the backcourt. Idiart comes back to help him out.
DeLynn guarded by Thompson. Here's Schwenk, nearly stolen away into the hands of Biddle into the corner. He's going to drive all the way in with his right-hand floater. Misses it, rebounds it, goes up. Lots of contact. Yes. Lenertz with the foul and the 2 for the sophomore. Biddle with the chance for 3.
Great patience there.
Good patience. Biddle with a nice drive, followed his own shot, and gets the reward of the hoop and the harm. See if we can get the old-fashioned three-point play here. Rucker on his way in for DeLynn. Rucker's playing with 3 fouls, correct?
Correct.
So I think Izzy Golden is the only one out there currently with 4 fouls.
We're knotted at 38. 5:34 left, fourth quarter. Biddle up and in for 2, having a nice offensive night and defensive night on the boards.
9 points for Biddle, getting a ton of rebounds and playing great defense.
Lenertz works his way in, kicks it to Golden. Nice rotation, missed. Nogues up and in, 2 points.
No body on him.
Turnover from Idiart and Duckowitz as they'll talk it out here and figure it out. They quickly have to regroup. They're down by 1. High screen and roll. Well, Wright is left alone now. Rucker out and picks him up, and the travel is called. He went to pump fake Josh Rucker. Rucker just gave him a hand in the face and a little too much shifting of the feet for Silas. Rucker with a screen and a roll. Marcus Idiart guarded by Wright, looking for help now, gets it to DeLynn, but that's another turnover at a critical juncture for the Comets. Can't seem to control the ball at this high-pressure situation. 4:40 left, fourth quarter. Stowalser to Nogues. Again, ball at the top of the key constantly for Coach Sam Osofsky. Lenertz now. Silas Wright all alone, now triple teamed. The help comes.
Comets playing good defense. The Grizzlies being patient.
Missed by Lenertz. Here's Acree, draws baseline, and a lot of contact for Acree. And he does get the call this time and will find himself with a couple free throw shots.
So this could be a game, Jeff, not to jinx anyone, but I think free throws could be crucial in this game. Obviously, it's been tight really since the end of the first half. And who makes their free throws when it comes down to the wire could decide who ends up winning this game. Acree hits the front end of these.
Kyle Biddle into the game for Marcus Idiart. Hunter Schwenk in for Cody Duckowitz. So we have Delin, Biddle, Acree, Rucker, and Schwenk for the Comets. For the Grizzlies, Stolwalser, Thompson, Silas Wright, Lenertz as well. Rebounded by Rucker. A lot of contact, too much travel underneath.
Oh, wow.
On the offensive rebound.
He cleared out that lane. Did you see that?
Yeah, he did. Josh Rucker does know how to use that body. I've mentioned it before. He's got that blue-collar body. He's got that blue-collar kind of character when it comes to playing basketball. He likes to do all the hard work, the dirty work.
Nogues kicks it to Silas Wright. He is 4 of 5 on the night from behind the arc and extends the lead 43-40 with 3:49 here in the fourth quarter. Timeout. Grizzlies will be back on Table Rock Sports.
Any phone you want. Any one I want? Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass.
We're back here at Crater High School. Timeout by Coach Sam Ososki as Silas Wright hit the three right below us. Now it's a three-point spread, 43-40. Silas with 4 3-pointers, 4 of 5 behind the arc. Cheap foul on Stolwalser.
Coach Ososki just went out and started the bus, Jeff. He is so unhappy with the foul situation.
Coach Sam Ososki, a basketball player himself. He's from Westwood, California. Stands 6'5", played a little basketball at College of the Redwoods and then also Southern Oregon University for his final 2 years. A teacher and educator at Ashland High. A miss
really
by Ty
nice
Delin.
move by Ty Delin. Huge rebound from Schwenk.
Bodies all over the floor. Ball up to Thompson, now to Nogues. Who's here? Lenertz. He's got an open look. Nope. He's going to bring it back out. Nogues, no look. Off. Rebounded by Acree. Up the left-hand side for the left-hander, dribbling with his right.
Acree draws the foul. All right, Jeff. We're going to the free throw line. I talked about fouls and free throws, and let's see what Acree can do. He does have 7 points on the night, but only 2 of those or 4 of those are field goals, so he's going to have to make his living at the free throw line.
Hey folks, for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been in the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, your vehicle, your business needs. Locally owned, run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. We also want to let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your peak rewards to save on gas on the way to fresh powder at Mount Ashland. Acree hits both. Comets find themselves down just one, 43-42. A lot of ball pressure here. Izzy Golden pump fakes. Higginson now into the game for the Comets. Too much body as Silas Wright was posting up, had Ty DeLynn behind him. Just the third foul on the Comets. No harm, no foul. One could argue. Or not. Stowalser. He'll look to inbound. Comets in a man-to-man defense here. Up and into Silas Wright. The 6'7" kicks it to Stowalser. He's not going to take the three. He's only taken one tonight. And that was off the back iron. Biddle. Ball pressure out front. Nogues now has it.
Hunter Schwenk did a really nice job on the ball denial there. He and Kyle Biddle are two very well. And I should take Cody Duckowitz in that group too of the big guys for the Comets. They work so hard defensively, Jeff.
Pass in. Yes. Silas Wright turned his back from Thompson. Stole away by DeLynn. Let's see what the Comets can do. Up and in to Biddle. He misses the chipper. Gets it back in. A kick to DeLynn. He has a clear look at a three. That's it! You give and you shall receive. Ty DeLynn passes into Bizzle. He misses the three. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to DeLynn for the three. We got a timeout on the floor. Don't go anywhere, folks. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Crater Comets 45, the Grizzlies 43.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family.
And we're back after a blistering three-point shot by Ty DeLynn. Assist goes to Kyle Biddle. Puts the Comets up by 2. Long inbounds pass to Stowalser.
Biddle almost got a hand on that one. He's not a safety, but
my portfolio manager would say too much risk on that. Schwenk, Biddle. Now Acree guarding Nogues. Under 2 minutes here, fourth quarter. Thompson with the backdoor to Golden. Knocked away by Acree, stolen by Acree. Let's see what the Comets do. He's getting instructions from Coach Brian Scott now. A minute 30 left here, fourth quarter.
I think he was getting instructions by the entire parent section saying, hold on to the ball.
Biddle now. Comets up 2.
Bucket here will cement it for the Comets.
And a foul taken by Stowalser. That will be the 8th team foul. Still a 1-and-1 situation. Arguably the best free throw shooter for the Comets at the line.
Yep, I would say the best free throw shooter out there.
Don't say any more.
Nope.
Folks, I want to let you know the Rogue Valley Transportation District invites you to save on car payments, gas, insurance by riding the bus. Expanded routes and hours will get you where you need to go. Visit rvtd.org. DeLynn up and in with his first and second. That stretches the lead to 4 with a minute 19 left here. Izzy Golden now is pushing hard up the left-hand side. Pass in and out. Nogues is going to drive in. A lot of contact. Gets up and in for 2. Wow, just what the Grizzlies needed.
Nogues is handy around the basket, Jeff.
Sure
He's had some really nice drives like that.
2-point game here, straight up 1 minute. Thompson on DeLynn. Here's the sophomore Higginson. He's going to drive in. Kicks it over to Biddle. Biddle blocked. Goes up and in. A lot of contact. Here's Schwenk. He goes up. Blocked. And that gets out to go over Silas Wright. A nice pass by Higginson to Biddle. And a great rebound by Hunter Schwenk. We got a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it here, Damien, if that's okay. We'll talk a little bit about this. Let's reset it, Jason. 37 seconds left, a 4-point lead. Grizzlies have the ball. If you're Coach Sam Osofsky, what are you looking for here?
So Jeff, I'm looking for Silas Wright, but you know the thing I've realized watching Silas Wright play this game is he prefers to take his shots from the outside. He's 3 of 4, 4 of 5 from 3. So I'm going to get Silas an open shot from 3 if I can. If not, I really like the chances of No Gase taking the ball to the basket. It's a 2-possession game either way.
Plenty of time.
Yep, and you know they likely want to foul someone other than Ty DeLynn when the Comets get the ball back. But wisely, the Comets have kind of kept the ball in Ty DeLynn's hands.
And then on the Comets defense, what's Coach Scott telling his team?
Well, Coach Scott right here, I'm thinking, again, the opposite of that is deny the ball, face guard your guy, don't foul.
Hold him to one shot.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what happens. 37 seconds left. Ball's at midcourt.
That's exactly right, Jeff. Do not give up any offensive rebounds.
It's a set play for the Grizzlies. Izzy Golden gets a good look at a 3.
He was the hero last week.
All but down. DeLynn now. Acree with it. A lot of contact by Stowalser. That was definitely a set play to Izzy Golden, as you mentioned last week.
Yep, last week he broke Thurston Colt's heart in Ashland with a deep 3 right
this
before
is where
the
you
buzzer.
love being a home team.
Indeed.
The very end, all the energy goes for you. Every play goes for you.
Just things fall your way, right?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
They just seem like they do. Like, you know, we talked a little bit about this. This doesn't really feel like the home court for Crater in that they haven't practiced here. But the flip side of that is it definitely feels like the home court in that the crowd here is clearly biased to the Crater Comets.
Great crowd for late on a Tuesday night. I know you can't see it on your camera, but the student section's full. A good portion of the Ashland side is full, but the side you can't see is plenty full from our point of view here as well. Again, just the second game for both these teams in Midwestern League play. A long way to go. Long way to go. But you're right. If you can steal one on the road in this league, it's always a great win.
Yep, this, I talked about it at the beginning, Jeff. This is really a crucial game. These two teams are currently at the top of the Midwestern League, and this game is at least for initial dominance of the league. That's Acree's 6th made free throw tonight. So he is doing a nice job from the line.
Coach Scott is getting the most out of his players. It's really a compliment to him.
Agreed. He's got Higginson in there, and he is a defensive specialist. You know, I've talked to you about it before. He's a football player. He's got that football player mentality. He's just tough. Kyle Biddle may be a little too aggressive on that play, but the Comets have fouls to give, right?
They do. So 20 seconds left here. Biddle with the foul in the backcourt. It's just the 4th team foul.
So the ball is still in the backcourt.
Yep.
No easy 3 here.
5-point lead by the Comets, just 20 seconds to go. Golden sneaks by and another foul as the Comets clearly know the foul situation and are playing it smart.
Yep, smart foul from DeLynn. Wrapped him up. Didn't give him a chance to take the shot on the foul.
They got one more to give before free throws happen, so maybe another 5 seconds will roll off.
So this, Jeff, that inbounds play you just saw was the exact play they ran against Thurston last Friday. Golden's on the front of the stack, and it's a double screen. And Kyle Biddle's telling DeLynn that's exactly what they're going to do again. So they might have an alternate for it depending on how they're defending it. Osofsky's going to talk about it now.
Coach Osofsky, timeout, full. We'll take it with him here on Table Rock Sports. John L. Scott's scoreboard reads 50 for the Comets, 45 for the Grizzlies.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan.
We're back here at Crater High School for the final 15 seconds. Grizzlies ball, Golden has the look, a hard shot over Acree into the hands of Higginson, into the hands of Biddle, and he's going to be fouled.
Good defense there on Izzy Golden by Ashton Acree, Jeff. He didn't bite on the drive fake. Golden clearly wanted a shot at a three, and Ashton stayed home with him, kept his hand in his face on that shot. And great hustle by Ben Higginson, Kyle Biddle.
Hey, we want you to stick with us for the end of the game here. We're going to have a player for the Comets is what it looks like up here, a player of the game here after the time runs out. Again, it's the Conger Morris postgame show, which comes to you right after the end of this game. 6 seconds left here. We'll go to a commercial break, and we'll have a Comet up here in the booth. And Jason and I will have a conversation with the player of the game. So stick with us here on Table Rock Sports. Biddle 1 of 2, rebounded by Acree. 4 seconds left. The clock's going to run out. And the Comets are going to win in a comeback fashion. A really poor first quarter where they scored just 5 points. And then they come out and really lock down the Grizzlies for 3 quarters to come away with their second Midwestern League win, their 11th win of the season. They moved to 11-3 due to Comets. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, the Comets 51, the Grizzlies 45. We'll be right back here for a player post-game interview.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I don't like the speakers right in my face and stuff. The bend over at that table kind of sucks too. So.
I mean, the view right here is awesome. And then it's okay. I don't mind it. I just like that it's used for 20 years. It was probably unused. When I told her, he's like, "What?" And then he was so excited that we're going to use this space. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll clean it up." We used to have these crappy windows. We're like, "No, we got to have the windows out." He's like, "Yes."
The nest.
Well, I don't know what happened.
Jason, go try to get him.
I saw him wandering.
Oh, he's over there. Does he even know how to get up here?
I'm assuming Jason's with me. I don't know anything about it. Hunter Schwink. Alright, what's the score? 51-45. 51-45. Comets go to 11-3, 2-0. They next have North Eugene at home. So this is a kid that's transferred from Henley, right?
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Hey, welcome back here to Crater High School. Big win for the Comets. They come away with a 51-45 win. They moved to 2-0 in Midwestern League play, and they moved to 11-3 overall. A big part because this guy, 6'4", 6'5" senior Hunter Schwank, wearing 32 for the Comets, a starter. First year for the Comets.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
up in the booth here, Hunter. You transferred into Crater High School this year. Where are you from?
I'm from Henley High School out of Klamath.
Awesome. Outstanding. So we're glad to have you. Welcome. Great game tonight. Can you talk a little bit about Coach Scott's instructions at the beginning of the game about this tonight?
We came in knowing it was going to be a dogfight. We said that we got to get every rebound as possible and mainly just push through everything we can, expecting to run our offense a lot better. We ran well as a team, and it was a team win.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Tough first quarter, just 5 points in the first quarter, and then came storming back. Like with what you said, some great defense. What's your role on this team as you're now 14 games into the season?
A big role for me is having strong defense, working on help side, helping my teammates out more than anything, and rebounds, man. Rebounds. That's what our huge team is successful at.
You know, guys love to have players like you on the team. Your answer was really similar to how Josh Rucker views his role on the team. You guys just do all the dirty work, get the rebounds, and keep working, making your team look better, it sounds like, huh?
Absolutely.
And so what was it that sparked that defense? You guys just went on a tear defensively, really in the second quarter, kind of to start things off. What happened there, if you can tell us, Hunter?
I think that we kind of got pushed around in the first quarter, and we finally got fed up with it. And we decided that it was our turn. We haven't played well defensively, like as a team yet this season, and finally we decided to do it as a team rather than just as individuals.
Nice, that teamwork, huh?
Absolutely.
Teamwork made it happen. So, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, which high school do you go to here at Crater High?
I go to Biz.
You go to Biz. You got
Biz
a favorite teacher out there you want to shout out to?
Ooh, that's hard to say.
A little pressure. Okay.
Yeah. I'll probably give it to Hokinson. I really like the guy.
He's a good guy. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
He's on the track coach.
Hunter's also a big baseball player, Jeff.
That's right. Are you a pitcher?
I am indeed.
You're righty, lefty,
I am.
righty.
Righty.
Okay.
So he'll be playing for a friend of ours, Jay Campbell,
Yes.
the high school baseball coach. I'm sure he's happy to have this Henley Hornets transfer, right? Is it Henley Hornets?
Yes, sir.
Right on.
Absolutely. Well, a great game tonight, Hunter. I'm not sure where we ended on the stats for Hunter, but
10 points and a ton of rebounds is what I saw.
Absolutely. So you can dunk a basketball, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been watching you in warm-ups. 2 feet, 1 feet. You do both?
I prefer to do 2 feet. I can do one, but 2 feet's where my strong suit's at.
Excellent. All right. Well, welcome here to Crater High School. You're off to a great start. 11-3 for Coach Brian Scott and the Comets. Again, 2-0 in Midwestern League play. The North Eugene Highlanders come here on Friday night. We'll be here on Table Rock Sports to broadcast that as well. But tonight's player of the game, Hunter Schwank. Hunter, great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take
Nice
care.
job,
Good luck
Hunter.
Friday.
Yep. Good job.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job?
And we're back here at Crater High School. Comets come away with the win, move to 11-3 overall, 2-0 in the Midwestern League play. We want to thank you for watching tonight's live streaming event. We want to thank Crater High Athletic Director David Hurd for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports Productions will be Friday night against North Eugene right here. We'll have girls and boys action. Final score, 51-45 in favor of the Comets. It's been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett, with Jeff Lang, Jason Brewster, Damian Idiart saying thanks for watching. Good night from Crater High School.